I look back now, I can think of probably 100 stories of things. And, at the end of the day, we are here for a reason. So the big question is this. How are leaders like you that recognize people and technology are the backbone of the company they're building continue to make progress when they have no clear idea on how to develop individuals and utilize technology in a way that helps them remain profitable? That is the question, and this podcast will give you the answers. This is Tom and Michaela, and welcome to the Heart and Hustle Podcast. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Heart and Hustle Podcast. We're kind of winging it tonight.
Winging it.
You know what I just realized?
What?
You haven't been this close to wood for a long time.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
You're ridiculous.
I try to be. I got this Jason's Heart t-shirt on the night, and Jason with our company, namesake of Jason's Heart, he builds these things, these little snowmen here. So kind of festive, and we want to get them out tonight and kind of have some sort of prop, I guess.
'Tis the season.
Tis the season.
Yes.
So how was your day?
It was good. It was busy. It went fast. It was somewhat productive. Mm-hmm. So those are always good days.
Yeah, I kind of heard you all day talking in the other room, and I don't know, seemed not heated, but just you're kind of holding your own kind of direct today and doing that HR thing. You're talking about, as a consultant, you were inside that company and you were holding the part of like you were their HR team. It was talking about like you were using words like us and we and not like you and them. It was pretty much you were integrated into their company.
Well, I think that's who we are as Soren Group. I think we hold that role with all of our clients, and we feel a huge sense of responsibility and love for our clients.
Have you ever seen the video? We have to watch this, and I don't know if you've ever seen it, but I think Michael Keaton was in it back probably in the 80s or maybe 90s. I'm not sure, but it was called Multiplicity.
Oh, Multiplicity is hilarious.
It's, I haven't seen it for a very long time, but I feel that's like who we are when we're working with our clients. Like me on the IT world, talking with County A or Bank B or engineering company C. It's like I have to have like 3 personalities coming out all the time. And
that is so funny. I feel that. Yeah, that's a good description for us, I think.
Doug, if I might. 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 12.
I don't know. It's pretty good. But, we had this conversation tonight. We're actually talking to Ben, our IT services director, or I was, over chat tonight. And we're talking about some of the new people that we hired, very positive and heartwarming and everything else. And one of the things that we're thinking about is, as of, I don't know, probably maybe the past 6 to 10 months, is that I feel that like we're becoming this incubator in a good sense, like not in a bad sense, and meaning that, I've been doing this for such a long time, and usually most companies try to hire people that are experienced and qualified, and, they have a college degree, and they have, they kind of meet all the check boxes, and they look good, and you hire them. And not that every time, but a lot of the time they come in with a chip on their shoulder. They come in with an attitude like, I know what I'm doing, and I can do it better than anybody else, and I was hired to be this role. And not all the time, in my role, oftentimes, they just don't work out. And I don't know why it is.
I was going to ask you, why do you think that is?
I think it's because, and I don't know how to say this, but it's like that multiplicity role we were just talking about. I mean, when you deal with clients, when you're just a little old service consulting company and you deal with so many different clients, you have so many different faces and attitudes and personas that you really have to dive into, because no client is the same. And so it's almost like we have to teach people how to do this. It's almost like we need like a fresh mind, a fresh mold. And it's not so much about fixing the broken stuff. That's the easy part of the job.
Yeah.
But really communicating with the clients and the customers and how we work and how we need to work is really hard. And when you come in with what I would call seasoned people, professionals, really good technically, I think, really good, I guess, in their line, they just can't communicate. And they have a really hard time because the bravado, the arrogance is there, and they feel that they have to speak above their customer or above their client. Like they have to know everything.
Well, I think that's part of it, but I also think kind of the way we do things is so tailored to the customer. And a lot of people in your profession, the IT world, they kind of know what they know, and they are used to one path, one system, and we're all over the place, just given the variety of clients that we have, the variety of industries that we serve, and the different places where some of these SMBs are. I mean, they're at all various levels of their business, and you just have to change gears all the time. You have to switch gears 100 times a day, and
that's
not everybody loves that.
You're right. It's almost like driving a manual transmission in a car. It's just like you're constantly switching gears, and you're downshifting, you're upshifting, you're going across a nice windy road. You're on the open freeway. You're on a dirt highway, or you're crossing a one-lane bridge with construction. I mean, honestly, it's you're changing gears, and we have we hired two relatively. I'm not going to say inexperienced by any means, but they were considered kind of a first, second tier type of support individuals, and both Nate and Devin, hopefully we can see them here and here. I think in the past 3 months, 6 months that they've been here, they have come just light years ahead.
They've grown a lot already.
They have grown a lot, and these two quote unquote kids, who I think together, you add their ages up together, they're still like less than what I am old, right? So it's I'm guessing. I think that's about
that's
the
about
case.
right.
And so it's just like it's amazing where they've been for what they were 6 months ago until like today. And you sit back and you watch, and it's just like that first day. It's just like can they cut it? They're learning, they're understanding, and 6 months later, boom, here they are, and they're rocking it.
Yeah.
They're both doing a phenomenal job.
They are, and it's so fun to see the team gel and kind of come together, and it's fun to see their personalities and how they are and how they interact with each other and with clients.
Yeah.
And it's fun to watch them grow and develop and learn and change, and it's an interesting process for sure.
And we had an interview tonight, we got home from work and we actually forgot to call the guy back. And I think you had a meeting with him.
Well, I was on the phone with a client, and
did you tell him hey, we're running late?
Yeah, no, not before I got off the phone. I got off the phone, I checked my email. He was like, "Hey, are we going to talk?"
So he actually reached out to you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, very much
Sweet.
so. Sweet.
Is that from 87?
It's okay. I miss the 80s.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I was all of 2 in the 80s.
I know.
So I don't, but I still grew
But
up
anyhow,
in that.
not to cut you off, but we spoke with him, and where was my train of thought with this?
He's kind of, I think where you're headed is he's kind of at that same level where he doesn't have a whole lot of experience in what we do, but we seem to be attracting these entry-level positions, and for good reason. I mean, we
are also advertising.
Yes, we're advertising for that, but I think there's reasons for it, and I don't know if you want me to go into it, but I think there's always a reason and a purpose for everything, and I think there's a reason and a purpose for the fact that we are just kind of drawing in these entry-level type positions,
right.
And I'm excited to see how we grow and develop in everything that we're doing through Soarin Group, through Jason's Heart, through all of it.
Yeah.
It's going to come together.
Well, as you were talking, I remembered what I was thinking with my thought process, and you were close. You were actually pretty far away. But where I was thinking about was like, you know, for me anymore, and I've said this over and over on this podcast and to people, it's like past the technical stuff, it's like that can be taught. I mean, I kid you not, that can be taught, and you're going to know their passion and their drive and their willingness. But my number one concern, like my only concern with people right now is, and this actually goes for any company, is this person coming into our organization, are they going to gel to the point that like it just keeps things moving, or is it going to be that drop of oil in water and it just goes boom, it just expands out and it's not good. So it's like, I think I even said that on the interview call with him tonight. I said, we want to be very careful of the people that we hire. And it's almost like we want to bring them through this funnel and make sure that they're going to be a good fit for the organization first and foremost.
Yeah.
And the technical side, poo. I mean, they can learn more in a week here than they would probably a year and a half studying on their own.
Right. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy. So I don't know, man. I think this incubator but this incubator way that we have been doing it, I think, has really paid off for the company and so on and so forth. We are fortunate that we don't have to have, you know, like industry certified people at that level, at least, to design and stamp like plans and have doctors and lawyers with degrees and so on and so forth. And, you know, although we have an extremely technical staff when it comes into, you know, the higher end things and so on and so forth. I know we solve basically any problem out there.
Oh yeah.
You got to have those young ones and bring them up because they are the future leaders and they're the ones that are going to be here.
That's for sure.
I don't know.
Yep, I agree.
I don't know.
It's interesting to see how even our staff and the way we do things have changed over the last 2 years.
Oh yeah.
So
I look back now, I can think of probably 100 stories of things, and you know, at the end of the day, we are here for a reason. So. Yep. Anyway, let us know your thoughts. You know, is it a good idea to have an incubator to start a company to actually, you know, bring in all these unexperienced people and actually have them work to the top and gain that knowledge? Or would you rather hire that guy with a master's degree and PhD and come in and strut his stuff or her stuff?
Yeah. Love to hear your opinions.
Love to hear my opinion?
Their opinions.
Their opinion. There you go.
I know your opinion.
There you go. Anyways, check it out online. Follow us on all of our channels. My personal channel, T Nielsen 91 here, and then also Michaela's down here. Hopefully, Victoria can make that work. I'm not sure how that works.
She's got to make it work right here.
Yeah. That's not good either. All right. We'll catch you guys later. Have fun. Bye.